What's good, everybody? Sebro94 TCG online game with the Magnozma. It's probably gonna become one of the main decks that I use in standard, especially once the rotation happens. I mean, we're still gonna have a shiny Zone because we do get the lightning Magnezone as the same one as the Ultra Prism one, and a bunch of other cards. Also, the Hoenn set is gonna come out. Salamence, can't wait to try it. But anyway, as I was saying, this should still be one of the main decks because it's probably the strongest energy acceleration. You know, bring a stage 2 guy out, attach as many energies kind of a deck with being able to take advantage of dusk, necrozma, what have you. And until I get the Forbidden Light stuff to try the new Ray Eels version, then we're gonna be sticking with this. Yeah, it kind of seems like every deck has happened before, but that's how it is in all TCGs, not even just Pokemon. The way I said it does kind of sound boring, but anyway, we opened up with Mime, and I played down the Solgaleo Prism. Good. We're also going to use the Nest Ball to grab a Magnemite. Don't have anything else, but we do actually have the Rare Candy and the Timer Ball, but we only have Guzma as a supporter. And my opponent opened up with Sudowoodo, Pokemon that's going to rotate out. Didn't really pay that much attention to it, mentioning it in the rotation video I made. This card hasn't really done anything. I've seen people run it, but it has never been used against me. I really don't know if it is even that good, but yeah. And he probably doesn't want to open with that, no matter what deck he's playing. 2 retreat guy. Plays the Ultra Ball, gonna bring down the Tapu Lele here. And wow, I'm thinking what the hell are we gonna do, because we can bring out the Magnezone next turn if he doesn't N, which he probably won't since he grabbed Cynthia. But I won't be able to do shit with that guy out alone. I need energies. Hopefully Mime is gonna buy us some time. And my opponent played down the Parallel City too, another card that's gonna rotate out. Man, I need to stop talking about the rotation, but now that he played that, I can't play mine, which is kind of fucked. It's going to make mine basically a dead card, because you can't get rid of a stadium for another stadium if it's the same. Anyway, we use the Timer Ball, and we get heads, so I grab the Magnezone. We've got 3 fucking rare candies. And if you guys are paying attention, there's a few cards that aren't in the deck anymore, like the Timer Ball and the Guzma. This is one of the games that I played before I made some final changes, like removing the Timer Ball for an Ultra Ball and getting rid of the Guzma just to make the deck more consistent, because I had too many games where I just have him and it's just a pain. It could have been another useful card. And Timer Ball is good if you think of it as a 50-50 effect, but this is one of the decks where you can afford to just miss an evolution, miss evolving Magnezone when you have the chance. It's not like other decks where maybe they can afford to, you just play a card like that. If you miss it, who cares? Maybe you play things like Shaymin EX and Expanded and what have you, and all those cards. In this deck, all the cards that are in here for a reason, and you want to be able to take advantage of their effects. Alright, so my opponent, from the stuff that he's shown, Riolu's, he's probably playing Lucario GX. That's the only thing I can think of. Since I'm not seeing Gibbles, it's not the Garchomp Lucario deck. So I do top deck an energy here, but that's hardly going to do shit. And he's as stuck as I am, it seems. He's going to start powering up the Lucario, but the Sudowoodo is just stuck there, and can't get rid of it. So let's see here. Let's see how long this stalemate is going to go on. So he uses N, which is great for me. I'm going to get rid of all the stuff that I don't need and hopefully grab some good stuff. And we grab a bunch of energies. I grab an energy retrieval, which probably not good. But I get the Magnemite and most importantly a Sycamore, so we can do some shit. So, gonna play down the other Magnemite. And let me see here. We're definitely gonna attach the energies on the Solgaleo. And I'm gonna hope I attack with it. put one on the mime because I'm going to retreat. I'm not going to risk hoping I see a switch or a float stone with the sycamore. We're just going to put one. I should be good. I should probably grab one. And worst case scenario, I guess I can just use the other attack. Oh, actually, no. We can just do these energy retrieval combos. Retreat. Use the energy retrieval and put that energy on back. Yeah. The shit you can do with Magnezone. Since I'm going to sycamore anyway, might as well use the energy retrieval that way. So perfect. Looking pretty slick. Got my Magnezone, got an attacker, got a bunch of energies, and we're going to get the first attack off, make the first big impact. My opponent hasn't done shit, damage-wise anyway. So Sudowoodo's out of the picture. So let's see what you're going to do, opponent. This is why sometimes, you don't want to help your opponent with N, even just giving your opponent one or two cards can be something. Of course, a lot of the times you don't have the option, but I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player at heart, so I just never want to give my opponent shit. Like, I never want to and giving my opponent cards, always when they have 6 cards. But a lot of times you have to do it. You probably don't have to worry too much because it's another card that rotates out. Mentioning the rotation again. I guess that's how it is. Rotation, a big thing that happens Pokemon every year. It's inescapable not to talk about it a little bit. So, Solgaleo did die. This Lucario can't be a nasty fucker. He's not messing around when he does the evolved attack shit with a bunch of strong energies. It's pretty strong. And I was just about to say again that strong energies rotating out too. Anyway, so we don't really have much choice here. I'm probably gonna, not probably, I am gonna attack with Magnezone. We could do some shit like use switch to the mime and play decoy, stuff like that. But I figured, hey, you know what? I'm gonna use the Cynthia. Hopefully we can do some shit. And I do see the energies. It's always a risk, when you do shit like this, because who knows, maybe you're not going to see anything. But this is how this deck plays. You gotta make plays like that. If you never want to risk, you won't go anywhere. But of course it can backfire. So I'm going to get an attack off on the Lucario. Not something I really want to do, since I do have the ability to get a one-hit knockout with dusk necrozma. But we're not seeing that guy, so we're going to have to use what we have. But the problem is that I don't want to use this attack and then he plays Acerola. It's something that this deck definitely uses. Excuse me. And Scoop Ups too, because you want to be able to take advantage of Lucario as much as you can. And he's going to use the GX attack. I'm dead. Probably a waste on the Magnezone, but I guess he didn't have much of a choice. If they can't re-evolve and do that kind of stuff, his attack isn't really that threatening. Okay, so we're going to use our own Parallel City now and annoy your ass. I mean, he does have some Tapu Lilies, I guess you can get rid of him. And what am I going to do here? Interesting. We've got an energy in hand. We're going to put that on Magneton. Maybe it'll become Magnezone. I get to use it again. We're definitely going to use Sycamore, not N. Draw a bunch of shit. And I almost don't see anything, but we do see the nest ball. So I can grab a Pokemon. Got the stretcher too. So we're going to grab Magnezone as well. Very important. But I think, actually no, I do have the energy retrieval and the Mount Coronet. So yeah, as you guys can see, the energy retrieval, how handy it is. If this card was just like 2 Mount Coronets, I was only going to be able to get 2 energies. Wasn't going to be able to use the effect twice. So doing some maths here, and yes, I can grab 5 energies exactly. So we're going to make a really sweet play with Dialga GX here. Use Shred. I don't even need to use the GX attack. I mean, we might use it actually. No, we are going to use it because whatever he promotes I can kill besides the Tapu Lele with Shred. But you guys can see, this is why you don't just run 4 Mal Coronets and no energy retrieval like a lot of these decks do. They probably don't know what they're doing. I don't want to sound arrogant, but I've been playing these decks for so long, these sort of energy acceleration decks. And I do some quirky stuff that might make them inconsistent, or I misplay when I play because I'm not the greatest player. But for the most part, I'm really confident in my deck lists with them. So we're just gonna use Shred. I guess I didn't grab the energies anyway. I don't think we have them in the discard pile. Oh, no, I mean, actually we should have them since Magnezone died. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I should have them, but I decided, hey, don't waste the GX tag yet. Just use Shred. But anyway, my opponent using the Field Blower there, getting rid of my stuff. Gonna use Ultra Ball. And what are you gonna do? You can grab Lycanroc, maybe try and do some shit. But he needs a few things here. I should be alright though. We got the Sycamore in hand, Duskmane Necrozma, and the Lele even. Whatever he does, I'll be able to retaliate. I'm pretty sure. So Lucario GX comes out, and what are you gonna do? What are you going to do? It's still not quite enough for him to get a one-hit knockout. Aura Strike. Gonna do 120, but not quite enough. So I can use the GX attack and kill him as well. But it's not really gonna make much difference. He should scoop pretty soon here. I mean, it was gonna be game anyway. I use the GX attack. I basically get a free knockout on this Lucario, and I'm able to play again. I only need one prize left. He doesn't really have shit. The Rockruff doesn't have energy on. Even if he evolves into Lycanroc and pulls something, it's not going to be that big of a deal. I'm going to use Sycamore here, probably bring out another Magnezone out. So it's basically game. He should scoop. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys subscribe, leave a like, share this with your friends. Cerebral94, what's up?